Hi, my name is Krista Rappaport, and I am a commissioner and the chair of the Civil Rights Commission. The commission has a humongous ordinance that gives us tremendous powers and responsibilities and the right to ask for a budget, although we have a budget of zero. We are between 10 and 14 commissioners who are all volunteer, all appointed by the mayor. And the mission of the commission is to adjust and react to complaints or concerns brought by citizens when the issues impact the protected classes about whom we're charged with protecting. So the Civil Rights Commission has been charged with protecting classes of folks such as veterans, people returning from war. A new one, our newest addition, is disabilities, which is great because we can help parents and work with the disability committees in town and nonprofits for disability rights. Anything from making handicap access easier on sidewalks to getting attention to 504 plans and IEPs in schools. It's sex, race, gender, and all the other protected classes as well. Traditionally, we have minimal contact with the mayor, but we have a liaison. Today, we have 3 counselors who regularly attend all of our meetings. Let's remember that the Civil Rights Commission is an advisory board. That means that although we have broad powers to investigate, to assist, to decrease tensions within town, to bring issues to the counselors, we're not acting. So let's say there was an ordinance against leaf blowers. And in that leaf blower ordinance, there was maybe $500 penalty for not complying, time 1. Time 2 was $1,000. Time 3, the third incident, could be jailing. Well, given the disproportionate sentences imposed on minorities, that is something that you would not think of as a civil rights issue initially, but the incarceration aspect was. So one thing was bringing to the counselor that going forward, we would like to remove those draconian prison options and general ordinances in the town because we were afraid of the risk of incarceration of a minority gardener, which has happened from time to time even in this town. We were contacted through our counselor introduced us to a LGBTQ organization that was concerned that Montclair had a very low rate when it comes to acceptance of LGBTQ people. And I thought that was surprising because we have on a personal level helped many people who are maybe transitioning or students who have issues, either helping them navigate how they work with their parents in organizations for counseling, how they work with their colleges, or if they have housing insecurity because their parents are in accepting organizations within Essex County that can help them. And so we also know that there's so much activity at the high school, and superintendents had meetings where they were able to talk about the resources that are available. And so we had all gender bathrooms in the high school, and we have all gender here in town hall, but none of those things were reflective. So when we looked at what happened, we realized that very little attention had gone to the survey, and although that's about numbers, we were able to see a lot of things such as what were the benefits for employees and who are township employees, what was happening in the schools. And so I think that we're able to have the town recognize that, we should take these things seriously, and paying attention to what's available is an important statement. And we can see now that this year, for the first time, the pride flag was flown at City Hall. And I think that's indicative of Montclair being a very open and diverse town. Are we perfect? No, but we try. We, on our website, for the first time, we're proud to say we have our first email address ever. So that's a work in progress. We have now the web page for the Civil Rights Commission now has our ordinance. It has all the powers. It has a description of the 4 core committees, like Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Committee, Public Safety that works for policing matters and fire matters. We have affordable housing, and we have education. Then we have other matters that could be any other area, but we describe who they are, who are the members. We have the liaisons, everything's listed. We have some helpful external links. As for meetings, there's traditionally been one public meeting a month. With COVID, that's been challenging because we do not have township Zoom meetings. And that's in contrast because there's different levels of commissions. Certain ones it's public, and so they get the public Zoom, such as I think zoning and planning, the town council, the Board of Education, but we're not one. We just have personal Zooms. So we're looking forward to resuming public meetings. Should any citizen have a civil rights complaint, they can either write their complaint in email, and then it comes to me. I intake it. I try to get enough information so that I can appropriately assign it. For instance, and so that works very well. Other times, many people in town just go directly to a commissioner with whom they have a relationship. I became involved because I realized that I saw so many minority kids who were very good at math, especially when I had been a volunteer parent at Wah Chung, fall off the math track, or not. All of a sudden, someone who had a great math ability wasn't in advanced math in high school. And we talk about a bright flight that is many African American wealthier parents putting their kids in private school. We talk about a knowledge gap and achievement gap, but a lot of that to me was not racial, it was socioeconomic. If people had means, they would remove their kids from the system, and my question was why? Why were, at the time, were advanced math tests in 5th grade not being given to most non-white students? That was a problem. The second thing that I thought was really problematic was kids with 504 plans. I have a kid who had a reading issue, and I was told, oh, your kid's smart, they're getting A's. That wasn't the issue. You can have someone with a very high IQ that has a learning disability. And to get information, to get help was such a struggle, and I got what I needed for my kid, but I thought, okay, I'm an attorney by practice and education, and if it took me so much time to do this, what is it going to take other people? We need to correct that. So I wanted to be an advocate for that, and I am not by nature a field master, and so organizing and getting things done so we can have constant pressure, because we are advisory, we don't have powers. I can't direct anyone to do anything, so we have to get consensus and to get action. And so for me, over time, it was great having the math test being given to all kids in 5th grade. That's good. It was also working privately with math teachers at the various schools and say, I want you to know that it's important to me that you are recognizing kids who might have been left behind or ignored. Because math is very layered. If you miss a piece, it's so hard to come up to speed. And I also think, since we're such a technical society, for any child in our town not to be able to take advantage of higher math classes offered in the high school, or to be able to have the knowledge base, whether you're an artist or a carpenter, to understand technology, that to me is crushing. And I figure if we help those who most need in our society, we're helping everyone in our town. I mean, every company is a technology company. Every person has to know technology. Everyone needs to know about science and math. These are all very important things, and it's not that reading or art or other things are not, but I think that those were, areas that didn't need as much attention. So to give math literacy and to help parents with special needs or kids in the spectrum, to me, those were two big areas that need attention and will continue to need attention, and I hope to continue to bring attention and progress.